Eternal Engine is the final one of Tales of Stages, so it requires the most amount of points A rank out of pretty much all Hero Story. So what you're going to want to do is keep the combos up as much as you can. Other than that, the beginning level is no different than anything we've seen so far. And the gimmick of this level is the dynamite. It's really good for extra points, but the dynamite in this level actually create death zones, or death planes. 3 points, but also the possibility of falling into space. A good strategy I like to use for dynamite is to target them as I'm passing them, and then exploding them afterwards. I tried to activate the missile before. I tried to activate the missile before it was ready to launch. You can drop down fast enough where it's just no bueno. What I like to do here is I like to jump on both springs. Usually I'll approach from the right side for the ring bubble. Now, this little shit. I don't like him. I do not like that. I do not like the artificial chaos. They're so annoying. I don't understand why they even exist. They just exist to be annoying. A little pit of acid. That's fine. This is probably the most frustrating part of the level, just in general. Enemies tend to spawn out of nowhere to try to shoot you down. And they don't tend to appear very well. They don't warn you very often of if they're shooting before they try to shoot you. So I tend to get hit a lot. Like that. There's no really way to avoid getting hit by them in some places. It's annoying. So here you can just drop down, get the ring bubble, and if you already have the upgrade, you can just ignore everything behind you. And he sometimes will just shoot you. Yeah? Like, sometimes you literally have no reaction time. Weird. You get a free heal here, which is a good thing. Because this is also pretty annoying. You can actually hover in some sections to get a better view on what you're shooting, but it's very disorienting and hard to target pretty much anything. This drop is pretty fun though. You can either ignore everything or hover sporadically to target things. It's pretty easy to build up really high combos. In here, you just want to spin around like you're on an elevator until you rack up a high combo if you can. Usually it's 12. I'll try to get 12. But it's you should have a pretty good amount of wiggle room to get an A rank.
I did it, Sonic!
This is so frustrating. This one is so frustrating. Simply because the sheer amount of things you can hit by. And the fact that there's not that much wiggle room when it comes to A ranks. Not A ranks, but like just ring count in general. There's not as many rings as you think in this level. So, you can't really rely on checkpoints to help you out either, because they don't help that much. Sometimes you can shoot through that door. I take advantage of it later. And blowing up this dynamite also blows up the dude, which is nice. They'll give you the occasional ring bubble, yes, but other than that, it's really weird. And here I had a lot of trouble destroying the freaking box. It was awkward to say the least. Just wouldn't target it. Now this little bat. So this jerk has hit me so many times because it just wouldn't target him. Sometimes it can be very annoying. And it's pretty much just this stage in particular that's an annoying stage for Tails' levels. But you're saying something because, well, most of his levels have a large amount of enemies in it. It can just be infuriating how many times you get hit, or can get hit. So finding the Lost Chow, pretty much the same as the other levels. You want to head through the beginning section as fast as possible and up until the first outside section. So until the first space block. Here. So here you're going to want to destroy him just in case. But use Mystic Melody. And we're going to want to make our way to this platform. We're going to want to try to jump on this platform as well. And then jump over to the door. Don't kill that artificial chaos. You just killed a dynamite underneath him and caused a whole room to cave in. And we're going to want to just hover over to this wired in place and chow.
I did it!
I don't think you can leave after you get in there. Fourth mission, pretty much the same as the first mission. You can actually ignore a lot of the dynamite. There's just a lot of wiggle room. Other than that, it's just a basic mission. Basically the same. It's a pretty lax time limit, so you shouldn't have any problems. I think the biggest time loss in this entire level is just that missile. You have to wait for it to come up for some reason. Other than that, should be fine. And that greed. That artificial chaos is the just bane of my existence. I hate him. I will keep saying how much I hate him. That particular one. He's just a jerk. You want to keep combos going in some places on this level, especially since kind of getting hurt with my sociality, but especially since you still can't just yeah. You just don't want to rush through and just do everything you just don't want to rush through too fast, because then you won't have enough points. You still want combos for those extra points. The magic of getting hit. Yeah, you can get through that even if you blow up the dynamite. Here, just try your best to hold forward as much as you can and destroy the hornets. Keep your stops on the fall to a minimum. It's gonna take probably close to 30 seconds to kill all the bits on the bottom. Or closer to 15, I guess, but you know, who's counting?
I did it! I did it, Sonic!
Hard mode? Definitely hard on this one. More difficult, at least. It is, mostly the later sections where it's more auto-scrolly. They're harder. Not him or anything. That ancient chaos that artificial chaos right there is one of the harder ones. Not really, but most of the Hornets have more bombs on them now, and you have to destroy the boxes to get the switch now. There's just a lot more enemies, and they're a lot more aggressive. These platforms here are smaller. They're require a bit more precise platforming, but other than that. There's just a lot of enemy spam in this level. And instead of rings there's an animal friend. Here. This jerk. Still. Nothing changed about that jerk. Ow. The platforms here are smaller as well. But if you time your jumps correctly, you can actually hover until it comes back up, which is pretty nice. All the beetles in general are a lot more aggressive, and a couple of them actually appear as you get closer. So you'll see. Here coming up. There's one that appears right there after it blows up. You get to punch that one in the face. Just taking this slow and carefully is probably your best bet, as it's really easy to fall. And if you get hit in the middle of shooting, it doesn't count any of the combo for a combo, which is kind of rude, in my opinion. And I don't care about the upgrade path on that hard mode because I already have the upgrade. He is a jerk. And I don't care about him. They're actually easier to avoid than the big spherical ones because they're kind of smaller. They're just annoying and rude. This is a lot of enemy spam though. At least usually. Mostly of the orb dudes because they shoot so much. So if you don't destroy them immediately, you tend to die by the time you get to the other side because they just hate you so much. You can be ignored safely. There's actually less enemies on this ball here. Most are replaced by artificial chaos. And there's some beetles on this last section too. It's kind of rude because you can't move and avoid the bullets.